e-learning. In this video, I am going to show how to calculate Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. Here, look at the problem. They have given data about year and x and y. You have to calculate correlation coefficient between x and y. First, take down the data. During 1996, x value 368, y value 22. During 97, x 384, y 21. 98, x value 385, y 24. During 99, x value 361, y 20. During 2000, x value 347, y 22. During 2001, x value 384, y value 26. During 2002, x value 395, y value 26. 2003, x value 403, y value 29. In 2004, x value 400, y value 28. During 2005, x value 385 and y value 27. Here, they have asked you to calculate Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. See, before going to calculate any value, what you have to do? Once you have to recap the formula which you can use to calculate that result or what they have asked. Because by writing the formula or by remembering the formula, you can clearly understand what data actually you need to solve the problem, so that you can prepare neatly table or required columns only, so that you can avoid to waste time in calculation or time in unnecessary calculations. So what is the formula? R x y is equal to R x y is equal to n into sum of dx dy minus sum of dx sum of dy divided by root of n sum of dx square minus sum of dx whole square into n sum of dy square minus sum of dy whole square. This is the formula. Here, in this formula, actually you need data about sum of dx dy, sum of dx, sum of dy, sum of dx square, sum of sum of dy square. Here n means number of observations. You need not do any extra calculation to get n value. So only you can count the number of observation to get n value. But dx, dy, how you can calculate dx? Here we are following assumed mean method. When you are following assumed mean method, you need not calculate actual mean by following the formula sum of x by n or sum of y by n. What you can do is just you can pick a number out of the values to consider as assumed mean value. Then you have to calculate deviated mean values. So that is nothing but dx. So dx is x minus a. Next dy is equal to y minus a. Here a represents, a is nothing but assumed mean. Is this clear? Okay. So with the help of assumed mean, we can calculate dx and dy columns. After that, it is very simple. Dx square, dy square and dx into dy. So these all are the calculations you have to make before going to substitute values into the formula of Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. After this, let us prepare a table. Table column should be x, y, then dx, dy, dx square, dy square, dx into dy. Draw a blank table. Use pencil and scale to draw neat table, because to get full marks you have to draw a neat table. Okay. After drawing this, let's go to calculate the values of dx, dy, dx square, dy square, dx into dy. Okay, last row is for total of these columns. Sum of dx, sum of dy, sum of dx square, sum of dy square, sum of dx dy, for that purpose. Okay, this is the table what we have to prepare. First, let me to fill the data of x and y what we have already in the problem. 368. Next, 384, 385, 361, 347, 384, 395, 403. Next, 400, 385. Next, 22, y value, 21, 24, 20, 22, 26, again 26, 29, 28, last one is 27. Okay, these are the values of x and y. So with the help of this, let us calculate dx and dy. How to calculate dx and dy? Dx is nothing but dx is equal to x minus a. Dy is equal to y minus a. First we have to select a values, assumed mean values in these two series. So for this problem, let me to consider 347 as assumed mean for x series and 22 for y series. Okay. A values we got for x minus a means here 347, here 22. Next step is we have to calculate dx dy columns, right? Dx means here x minus a. X, what is the x value? 368, 384. These are the x values. Out of each values in the x series, we have to deduct assumed mean values to get dx column. The same process we can be repeated to get y dy column. Okay. Yes. 368 minus 347 is equal to 21. 21. Next, 384 minus 347 is equal to 37. 385 minus 24. 385 minus 347 is equal to, again, I think something went wrong, 37. 384 minus 347 is equal to 37. Then 385 minus 347 is equal to 38. Next, 361 minus 347 is equal to 14. 347 minus 347, 0. 384 minus 347, already we have calculated, that is 37. 395 minus 347 is equal to 48. Next, 403 minus 347 is equal to 56. Next 400 minus 347 is equal to 53. Again 385 minus 347, 38. And now let me to calculate sum of these or total of dx column. 21 minus 37 21 plus 37 plus 38 plus 14 plus 37 plus 48 plus 56 plus 53 plus 38 is equal to 342. It is 342 is sum of dx. Next dy. dy 22 assumed mean value. Y minus a. So here we have to deduct 22 out of all the values in y series. 22 minus 22, 0. 21 minus 22, minus 1. 24 minus 22, plus 2. 20 minus 22, minus 2. 22 minus 22, 0. 26 minus 22, 4. 26 minus 22, 4. 29 minus 22, 7. 28 minus 22, 6. 27 minus 22, 5. Okay, let me calculate sum of dy before going to calculate dx square and dy square. 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 4 plus 4 minus 2 plus 2 minus 1. Yes, that is 25. What is 25 here? 25 is nothing but sum of dy. Okay, next dx square. 21 square 441. Next 37 square 1369. 38 square 1444. 14 square 196, 0. Next 37 square 1369. 48 square 2304. 56 square 3136. 53 square 2809. 38 square 1444 plus 2809 plus 3136 plus 2304 plus 1369 plus 196 plus 1444 plus 1369 plus 441. This is equal to 14,512. 14,000, that is sum of dx square. Sum of dx square is 14,512. Next, dy square. 0 square 0, 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 2 square 4, 0, 4 square 16, 4 square 16, 7 square 49, 6 square 36, 5 square 25. Total of the 25 plus 36 plus 49 plus 16 plus 16 plus 4 plus 4 plus 1 is equal to dy square is equal to sum of dy square is equal to 151. Last column, product of dx dy. So dx column here we have dy column also. So you have to multiply these two columns to get dx dy. 21 into 0, 0. 37 minus 1 plus 37 minus 1. So minus 37. 38 to 76. 38 into 2, 76. Next 14 to minus 2. So plus minus minus 14 twos are 28. Next one is 0. Next 37 into 4 148. 48 into 4 192. Next 56 into 7 392. Next 53 into 6 318. 38 into 5 190 plus 318 plus 392 plus 192 plus 148 minus 28 plus 76 minus 37. So sum of dx dy, sum of dx dy is equal to 1251. Now we got all the values. These values we have to substitute into the formula of Karl Pearson coefficient of correlation. Let me to grab the table first and let me to record the values before going to rub whole table. Sum of dx is equal to 342. Sum of dy is equal to 25. Sum of dx square is equal to 14,512. Sum of dy square is equal to 151. Sum of dx dy is equal to 1251. Okay. What's the formula? Formula is Rxy is equal to Rxy is equal to n into sum of dx dy minus sum of dx into sum of dy divided by root of n into sum of dx square minus sum of dx whole square into n into sum of dy square minus sum of dy whole square. Now you can substitute the values. Rxy is equal to, so n is nothing but number of observations. How many observations are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 observations. So 10 into sum of dx dy 1251 minus sum of dx. Here sum of dx 342 into sum of dy 25 divided by root of n 10 into sum of dx square here. So sum of dx square is 14,512. Okay. Minus sum of dx square. Dx whole square. So you have, which value you have to take? So this is not sum of dx square. Carefully observe. This is sum of dx whole square. So 342 whole square. Next n 10 sum of dy square. Sum of dy square is sum of dy square 151 minus sum of dy whole square. Sum of dy 25 whole square. So after substitution of values you have to simplify. Carefully observe how I am going to simplify these figures, because you may do some mistakes while simplifying data also. So first let me simplify this. 1251 into 10. It is nothing but 12510 minus 342 into 25. 8550. Okay. So at this step it is enough, and here root, you have to retain root as it is, and 1000, so 14,512 into 10. 5120, 1,45,120 minus 342 square. 342 into is equal to, so 116,964. 1,16,964. Okay, close the bracket. Here 151 into 10. 1,510,510 minus 25 square. 25 into 625. Okay, next R x y is equal to, here 1200, 12,510 minus 8,550 is equal to 3,960 divided by, again, root of 145,120 minus 1,16,964 is equal to 28,156 into 1,510 minus 625 is equal to 885. Next, Rxy is equal to, so 3,960, write as it is. But to simplify this data, do one thing. 28,156 into 885 is equal to, now you get one big number, right? So instead of writing this number, what you can do is, or you can write this big number also, later you can find out root of that number. Instead of that, you can skip one step, press root here, so you will get 4,991.799. Okay, later it is very simple. So I hope now you got idea about what I did here. Just I multiplied these two numbers and pressed root. So I removed root here, and next step is 3960 divided by 4,991.799 is equal to 0.793. 0.793. Okay. So Rxy is equal to 0.793. This is the result. So from this you can write inference like, here you got positive number. That means there is positive relationship between two variables. What is the number that you have to consider to decide the degree of relationship? Here the number is 0.793. So it is not very high degree. It is actually moderate degree. Actually it is higher than 0.6. So we can say that high degree. Okay. So Rxy, that is correlation, there is high degree of positive correlation between x and y variables, since we got Rxy is equal to 0.793. This is your inference. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe Sri Vidya E-Learning.